Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. It's me, Josie. It is day 4 in our series of Stop Playing Small 10-minute trainings to help unblock and unlock whatever it is that's holding you back from going bigger. And today is a very interesting lesson. I hope that you like it. It's all about what if you don't know how? What if you're like, Joe, I'm totally on board with playing a bigger game. I want to go large. I want to be in charge. I want the thing. I'm not sure what the thing is. I don't know how to get started getting the thing. What if you're interested, sold on the idea that you don't want to play small anymore, but you somehow feel stuck? You might feel one of these three things. You ready? You might feel sort of stuck because you're in this blah mood, you're unclear, things haven't changed in a while, you're not sure what you want. You might feel sort of thwarted, like you know what you want and you keep banging on the door and it won't open. You might feel frustrated, like you're blocked from getting what you want. Or maybe you're just overwhelmed. Maybe you're just saturated with stressful experiences and you feel kind of tamped down by all of the have tos in your life, and you don't even have a clear vision of what going bigger would look like. You're just stressed and overwhelmed. Is one of those yours? Feeling stuck, blah, unclear, feeling blocked because you're thwarted, like you know what you want, but you can't seem to get it or change your circumstances, or you're just under the pile. You're so overwhelmed, you can't think clearly about what even the first thing would be. Is one of those resonant for you and you're sort of trying not to play small story, like things that are holding you back from going big? All three of these things have the same outcome. We hesitate, we hold back. We're not making things change. We're not having circumstances change because we're somehow blocked. We're thwarted. And then we keep practicing the behavior that gives us the same outcome, where we feel like I'm so overwhelmed, I'm so tired, I'm so stressed, I keep trying, nothing's working, I'm afraid of failing. I can't seem to make anything shift. I'm stuck. I don't know what I want. I'm not clear. We keep then pounding the beat of this drum, singing the same story that makes that be a self-fulfilling prophecy. So we almost start giving ourselves the limiting message that we are stuck, that we are playing small, we don't know how to break out of it. So, what I want to share with you is the mistake that we can make when we're at that point and the solution that we can choose. You ready? I want to make this super simple. Many of my clients think that the way to break out of this purgatory of this painful experience. I mean, it's not overt torture. It's sort of like a slow burning, sapping, draining, depressing, overwhelmingly low feeling. It is painful, and over time, it really drains your energy. And so, one way that a lot of my clients think they can release from this, that they can pop out of it, is by choosing a destination on the map and making sure they're going to get there. They want to shake things up with big action. They think, I just need to figure out what I want to do. I need to, research other careers. I need to go get an MBA. I need to go do something or research something or decide I'm going to do something as my next big career move. And that will help me not feel so yucky in this lower frequency of not knowing what's next. I just need to decide. That's the temptation, is I just need something. I just need that point on the map and then I'll navigate to it. But that, my dear, is a trap, and it's actually not the way most of us get results in our lives. And so stay with me. Have you been paying attention to all of my analogies? I've been really into animal analogies lately. Yesterday I talked about the butterfly and the goldfish and the bluebird. I don't know if you saw that one. Today I want to talk about the analogy of fishing, or fishing as a metaphor. If you're an angler, if you're someone who likes to go fishing, chances are you haven't gone to the river and already decided exactly what fish you're going to catch. Like this particular fish that is in the river that you are going to catch. Although there are some anglers out there, some fishermen, fisherwomen who actually spend a lifetime trying to catch that one big bass. I get that. But we're talking about in general, when you're going fishing, the process is you're casting a line. You are attempting to catch a fish. You hope it's a big one. You hope it's one that you can keep. You hope it's one that you will eat. That's the process that we're in here. We're not going after one fish. We're casting a line. We're pointing in a direction with intention. That's the way to stop playing small. It's not to decide I have only one little pinpoint on the map and getting there is success. It's I'm going to start going in the general direction that feels like it is my North Star. I'm going to go this way. And as I am on the path, the way reveals itself. That's it right there. We're not like the promos that I gave you for this lesson. Like Martin Luther King said, you don't have to see the whole staircase. You just need to take the first step. Raise your hand metaphorically or virtually if you knew when you were in college what you were going to grow up and be, and every single step you took between now and then led you exactly to the place that you are now. Probably nobody. Even those who were lucky enough to know that I want to practice medicine, I want to be a physician, therefore I take pre-med, therefore I go to this college, therefore I get this residency, therefore, they still didn't know exactly how their staircase was going to appear. They started taking steps in the general direction of what they felt was right for them. So many of my clients, when they first come to me, they think, I have this goal. I want to get this. I want to make this happen. I need to figure this out. And I think they're sort of like trying to fish for the certain fish. They're trying to go angling for one particular fish, which is a trap that only, it's sort of a perfectionist trap, or I need to figure it out trap, or somehow that will secure my safety if I can decide and have a clear vision and a clear path. When literally not much in your life has ever come to fruition in exactly that way. How many of you knew exactly how you were going to fall in love and the person that you were going to fall in love with? It just happens. You need to allow for that magic even now, even to trust that even if the path is unclear, you start taking a step. So, what I want to encourage you to do is try to at least figure out what that general direction is and the ways in which you can figure that and find that and start like breaking down the playing small and the having a ceiling on your own expansion is by trusting that you do know what that general direction is. You know what you value. You know what you're good at. You know what you like. You know what you love. You know what you don't want, so therefore you know what you do want. And in this way, you take a small step and let the way appear. That might not feel satisfying. You may want more clarity. You may want more of a direction, a vector, a path and a plan. And I understand that, but don't hesitate thinking that you need to figure it out first before you just get started. This is what I mean when I say start before you're ready. If you want help figuring out what your general direction is, if you want to see how that makes sense, how that all can be kind of cohesive with your life force, your career direction, your next step, that's what I do with my clients all day, every day, is find clarity, find what's right, find the direction, find the momentum, find the energy, and start taking steps. That's been your 10-minute training for today. I'd love to hear what you take away from it. Post in the comments below, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.